Hello there, YouTube. This is Wheelchair21, the Common Roller, and on today's rolling review, we got for you S.H. Figuarts Black Beet from Juukou Beet Fighter, otherwise known as Shadowborg, from Saban's The Big Bad Beetleborgs, and as well as General Venjix from Power Rangers Wild Force Forever Red. This Figuart is a premium Bandai Collector Shop exclusive, and as so, it has the basic box design like other Metal Heroes have, where you just see your character, you see your figure design, all shadowed out and cool. Then on the back, got some effects. You got those promotional images all lined up all over the box. And honestly, I love the purple and black. Just clashes. It goes great with a villain, and amazing. Just good design for a box. But that's neither here or there. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty accessory count, and then roll right into the points of articulation on this figure and what the hell it does. Figuarts Black Beet comes with 3 pairs of additional hands and an extra hand for a total of 7 extra hands, as well as a black input magnum because his was always black, pure black with some gold buttons. Really cool design, and it was just bitchin'. I mean, he had the whole black and evil gimmick and motif, as well as 3 variations of his Death Claw, his version of the actual Juukou Beet Fighters or Beetleborgs' weapons. It's pretty funny, though, that his is just a basic claw actually attached into his forearm, rather than the whole gauntlet weapon that they're best known for. First off, Figuarts Black Beet, General Venjix, Shadowborg, whatever you may call him, is a beautiful black, somewhere between just basic black and onyx black. Cool part is the gold trim and the nice ruby red gem in the chest piece. As a metal hero, he has the basic leg structure, chest structure, overall design as a metal hero, Beet Fighter, Beetleborg, as you may want to call him. He also has his cool weapon, like I said, arm-mounted claw. The best part about it is it actually has the same effect that the chest panel has, where you can actually see through, so it's most likely a clear coat of plastic over another rough thing of plastic to give it the whole compound like eye effect. The overall points of articulation are pretty similar to all the Metal Heroes thus far, where its actual thigh guards or calves and stuff actually, its calf plating, its thigh guards actually hinder a bit of its articulation, but it also has very nice tight and smooth joints. Its toe joint is almost old school Figuart, where it's on a hinge joint going back and forth, as well as the toe joint, very, very reminiscent of like the first years of Figuarts for me. As well as a nice flexible ab design, pretty good. It actually can lean back, can't lean forward because of how the belt's molded on, but that's also a similar flaw that Blue Beet had. The head 360, but you know, it can't really go 360. The antennas are really hard. They're not really docile. They're not really rubbery plastic, so don't play with them. And when you move in close enough and have a nice light, you can actually see the eyes that hide behind the visor. Pretty good design, and I like that this Metal Hero has that ability. And you can also see the mask is kind of shaped over maybe a Gavin helmet when they originally designed it, which is pretty cool that he has Gavin-like eyes beneath. Makes him look very villainous, though, the way they portray it, at least that part of the exosuit. So, cool throwback to, you know, the original Metal Hero for this series. I actually noticed it now by looking at the actual interior shape and design of how well they sculpted this figure. I mean, it doesn't show up on the camera, but overall, it's very nice, especially the fact that, you know, the holster is side-mounted to their hip. Pretty cool. Overall, amazing. Beautiful points of articulation and details put into this figure. Overall, amazing. Now, the actual claw does come off. There are 3 variations as shown earlier, and it's just a simple peg joint where it goes right into the forearm. Just a small notch, really. It's so minuscule that you could practically like look over it from afar. It's just that basic. I mean, this is overly one of the most basic villain figures, but with a bitchin' design. I mean, don't forget now, he was supposed to be an evil clone of Blue Beet, and was actually portrayed by the actor's twin brother, who they also played, I believe, in Die Ranger and Cock Ranger. And so we come to our final evaluation, where I cannot recommend this purchase to Beetleborg collectors. I said this in the Blue Beet review, is if you are a fan of Juukou Beefighter, Metal Heroes, and Beetleborgs, get this. You will not want to pass this up. This is something for the ultimate diehard, because the price on this is not technically worth it. This figure goes for almost $50 on the exclusive retail price, since you could only get this from Premium Bandai's web shop. It was $50, middleman handling fee, bumped it up to almost $60 with shipping and all their fees. So I do not recommend this to someone who is just in it for the Beetleborgs and want nice, beautiful figures. Just settle with the figures you got in the 90s. If you're really willing to spend the extra money, I applaud you, because this is a hell of a figure. A lot of money went into it. It is limited when it comes to accessories, but this thing is supposed to be for display purposes only. This is not an action figure that you can mess around with. This is just something you want to have to just kind of show off, to flaunt, to collect. It is awesome. You can't really do much with it. I mean, Black Beet / Shadowborg really couldn't do much. I mean, he had a claw, he had a gun, and he punched a lot of people. So pretty much, you don't even need his other hand poses, unless you're doing some, stop motion animation with the figures, nonetheless. Honestly, with the 3 variations that his claw comes in, they pretty much capture it the best that they freaking could. Because I forgot, until a friend of mine reminded me, who actually has Juukou Beefighter, that in the final episode, I believe the claw became a katana. That is wrong. He actually got the claw ripped off the whole blade extension that he has there, that solidified form that I'm showing on display, and it's a katana underneath the claw, but it's a weird thing or whatever, or it was just a broken claw, and when the way it broke, it looked like a katana. Anyways, it's cool. It has all the things it needs. I mean, the only thing I think that any Juukou Beefighter figure is missing is really their communicators, the things they actually henshin with, the Juukou the Juukou change device. I mean, the problem is, I understand they probably didn't make it because it could get lost, and it's a small thing, but I feel like it's necessary, because they used it in suit to communicate with, out of suit, and also to summon their vehicles and to pilot their vehicles at times. So it would have been just something interesting to have. Honestly, I love it for everything and then some, because this character has always been a part of my childhood, whether it been Shadowborg, whether it been General Vendrix and Forever Red. And then when I got to finally see Juukou Beefighter when I was 14 on YouTube, or 15, hell of a time and hell of a summer vacation to spend watching this show. I recommend people to try to search it out. Anyways, if you like this review, or actually think that anyone should buy this Premium Bandai exclusive figure, tell me in the comments below, because hell, sometimes I don't know what the hell I'm even saying. These are just my opinions, these are just my views, and I'm hoping people sometimes agree with me. Not always, but nevertheless. You can find this video here on my YouTube channel, or on Herotaku.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, as well as maybe even contact me over at Herotaku's Facebook page, or their Twitter page, and also check out the podcast in association with Herotaku Programming on Raijo Nihon. We'll see you next time with another rolling review, Doyle's DVDs, card game shenanigans, vlogs, and or unboxings. This has been the Black Beet review, and well, I just now gotta wait for G-Stag and Reddle, whenever that time may freaking come. We'll see you next time, YouTube.